it's Raquel Bowman here, and today I'm here with a layout for the Pink Paislee blog, and I'm wrapping up fall week on the blog today. I've decided to scrapbook this photo, which was taken of my daughter. She was climbing a tree and looking all super cute, and I really loved the photo. I wanted to document it, and I'm using some cut files that were free in the paper issue store. Surprise, surprise. And one of them is sort of like a heart with florals, and then there's some leaves as well. So when I think of fall, I think of falling leaves. So I thought that I would create a page that looks like I have some leaves falling from a main element on the page, which will be my photo and that heart floral cut file. So I'm beginning, and I'm using the Turn the Page collection, and I've gathered some of the scraps of paper that I have that I thought I wanted to back those leaves on. So those leaves sort of have a half cut out area that you can back with a pattern paper and help them to pop off the page that little bit. And like usual, I've cut my cut files on white cardstock, and I'm working again on an 8.5 by 11 size layout. I hope you're not getting sick of me doing this size, because I am truly loving it, and it's just, as I've mentioned in some previous videos, just really sort of reignited my love of making at the moment. So I'm just working now on backing these cut files, and these floral ones just required me to sort of stick the pattern paper that I wanted behind the area of the cut file, and then just use my scissors to sort of cut around and get rid of the pieces that I didn't want. So that turned out okay. So I'm definitely including this gorgeous sort of deep red that was actually on one of those 2x2 cut apart sheets of paper, that red, and I really love the sort of pop and the contrast that it gave to all of the softer colors that I'd included. And then with the background, I was going to use a solid sort of background or border around the page just to help finish it off. And then I decided that I had this paper which I'd cut up and used as sort of ephemera, the smaller florals on that pattern. And then I decided, well, I might just use that as a backing, because it incorporates the colours that I've used on this page with the sort of mustardy colour and the red, and then some blues and pinks. So I ended up using that. I'd already cut some out of that paper, so I sort of I haven't included framed the whole layout, just the left side. And then I'm going to map my photo just to bring in some more of those colours that I've included in the layout, and just to help, because it's got the white border, it to stand out from the white cardstock background. I decided to add some foam adhesive behind the cut file just to give it that little bit of shadow, because it is white on white, even though there are some parts that are backed in one of the pattern papers. I felt like it did need some kind of dimension there just to help it lift that little bit more. And then what I've also done is, because I'm working in I've got a smaller canvas to sort of play with here, instead of having the heart as central, I've put the heart sort of slightly coming off the edge of that right side, which means that because it's quite sort of top right heavy, I needed to balance sort of that bottom left corner, which is where the scattered leaves will come in. If you're interested, stay tuned to my YouTube, because I will be doing a class all about sort of designing and balancing layouts, which I'm really excited about. So I'll definitely give you information when I have some more to share with you. But anyway, so I'm just adhering down that photo. I was wanting to leave myself enough room on that diagonal towards the bottom to make sure that I could scatter those leaves So that's why I'm sort of removing it and the photo and then popping it down and then having another look and then not liking where it is and picking it back up, and just to make sure that I had enough room for what I was wanting to do with those falling leaves, which was really one of the main sort of design sort of parts of this layout, apart from obviously the photo being the focus. I'd fussy cut out some florals and from the pattern paper that I've bordered the page on, because I sort of gutted out the middle just so that I could use the paper or the design to get some floral pieces. And I've also got some fussy cut butterflies as well. To add a bit of texture to the page, I've stitched around the bordered edge, and I've also stitched through the center of those leaves, and it is just for really some added detail. It's not really serving any purpose. The leaves weren't stitched to the page, they were just stitched through the center just to add that detail. You can see some little helping hands down there giving me some money, or counting her money was what she was wanting me to do, that she'd scavenged around the house. My husband always has loose change in his pockets and pops it on a bench or pops it on a bedside table or wherever, and eager little hands always find it for their money box. So I'm popping those leaves onto the page. I'm just using the Scotch Quick Dry in a fine line bottle. I have recently, after seeing some posts about it online, bought some of the Nuvo adhesive, so I'm testing that out at the moment, and I'll be sure to let you know what I think in terms of how it adheres and how it dries and that sort of thing once I've had a good play with it. So I'm adding now some of those smaller embellishments that I talk about that I feel like finish off a page. So some small butterflies and some fussy cut flowers. I've added a sticker from that clear sticker pack, and I'm nearly finished the page. The clear sticker I did cut into two sort of pieces, and then I decided that I probably didn't need to do that and could have kept that whole, so I ended up sticking it basically how it was in the pack anyway. The cute little copper stars I've popped onto the page, not stars, hearts from the clear sticker pack. I've added the date. I have a Chamel date stamp that I love, and I've added that to the page, and that is it finished. I've also added, and I didn't talk about it, the layered banner clip, which acted as my title, which I just loved. So this is a finished layout, and I will be back soon with some more layouts on my YouTube channel. Subscribe if you don't already. Give me a thumbs up so I know that I'm doing the right thing. And yeah, I'll see you all soon. Bye everyone.